picture this. It's
Yeah.
Christmas Eve, and you're ready to enjoy your family's, those like famous Christmas cookies that you always have.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
ones that everyone looks forward to every single year.
Yeah, those special ones, yeah.
Well, the recipe has gone missing.
Oh, no!
Yeah, so today we're going to dive into this story about Mia and Ethan and how they helped their gran
Hmm.
recreate the perfect Christmas cookie.
I love it!
It was 2 days before Christmas,
Okay.
and the family was getting ready for their annual cookie exchange.
Oh, fun.
But Gran couldn't find her treasured recipe for her famous Christmas crinkle cookies.
Oh, those are the best!
I know, and they're so important to her.
Yeah.
So she was pretty devastated.
I bet.
She could remember some of the ingredients:
Like a what?
flour,
Yeah.
sugar,
Okay.
eggs,
Yeah.
butter, cocoa powder,
Yeah.
the basics.
Uh-huh.
But some of the key spices were missing.
Oh, so that's what made them special.
Exactly.
It's all about the spices.
And those were the things that made the cookies really unique and special.
Yeah, and you know what? Baking is really like a science experiment.
That's true.
You need all the right ingredients in the right amounts to get the perfect result.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so without those missing spices,
Yeah.
the cookies just wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, they wouldn't have that special Christmas magic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Mia and Ethan, they knew they had to step up and help their grand.
Oh, they're so sweet.
And they were determined to solve this Christmas cookie recipe mystery.
I love that.
So Ethan, he grabbed his measuring cups and spoons.
Good for
He
him.
carefully measured out the flour, making sure to level it off with the straight edge.
Oh, he's a pro.
You know, he's taking it very
He
seriously
knows what's up.
because he knew that using the right amount of flour was really important.
Yeah, if you use too much flour, what happens?
Well, the cookies can turn out really dry and crumbly.
Oh,
You know,
that's not
They're
good.
not chewy.
Yeah.
And if you don't use enough, they might spread out too much and become really thin and crispy.
So you want that nice sort of middle ground. You want that perfect texture. And so he was making sure that the cookies would have that, that perfect chewy texture
Yeah.
that everyone loved.
I bet Gran was so happy to have his help.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good grandson.
Then it was Mia's turn to add the cocoa powder. But as she was scooping it into the bowl, her hand slipped.
Oh.
And a giant cloud of cocoa powder
Oh, no.
exploded into the air,
Oh, my goodness.
covering Mia in the kitchen in a fine layer of chocolate dust.
It's like a chocolate snowstorm.
It was like a chocolate snowstorm.
I love that.
It was so funny.
Did Gran freak out?
She didn't.
Good for her.
He just laughed and said, it happens.
That's the best way to be.
Sometimes you make a mess when you're baking.
Exactly. And it's all part of the fun.
It's all part of the fun.
Yeah.
It's all part of the memory.
You know, and I've heard that even professional bakers make mistakes sometimes.
Okay.
The important thing is to learn from them and keep going. Exactly. And so Mia and Ethan, they brushed themselves off
Yeah.
and they kept going.
I love it.
Now, they had most of the ingredients added,
Okay.
but they were still missing one crucial piece of the puzzle.
Special spice.
The mystery spice.
Yes.
The one that gave Gran's cookies that distinct Christmas flavor.
Yeah.
So Gran, she gave them a clue.
Okay.
She said to think about all the flavors that remind them of Christmas.
Ooh, that's a good hint.
Ethan, he immediately thought of cinnamon.
Oh, yeah. Good guess.
It's warm.
Yeah.
It's inviting.
Yeah, and it smells so good.
And it's in so many Christmas treats.
Exactly.
But Gran, she shook her head and said, no, but it's a good guess.
Oh.
So Mia, she closed her eyes
Okay.
and she pictured all the things that she loved about Christmas.
Yeah.
The smell of the pine tree,
Yeah.
the gingerbread house,
Oh, yeah.
the twinkling lights.
It's all so magical.
And suddenly she knew it.
What was it?
Nutmeg.
Oh, nutmeg.
She shouted.
Oh, that's perfect.
And Gran, she smiled and said, that's it.
What a great guess.
It's nutmeg.
I bet those cookies smelled so good
What?
while they were baking.
Nutmeg is such a warm and sweet spice.
Yeah.
And it's perfect for Christmas baking.
Yeah, it adds that kind of special something to holiday treats.
Exactly. And I think it's not used as much throughout the year.
Yeah, it's kind of a special occasion spice.
So it really makes it special.
Yeah.
So Mia and Ethan, they quickly added the nutmeg to the cookie dough.
Good.
And then they all took turns mixing it together.
Oh, that's so sweet. They all helped.
Yeah, they were working as a team,
I love it.
and they were so excited to finally have all the ingredients for Gran's famous Christmas crinkle cookies.
I bet that kitchen smelled amazing
Oh, yeah.
with the cookies baking.
It smelled like Christmas.
The best.
And so they carefully scooped the dough onto baking sheets,
Mm-hmm.
and they popped them into the oven to bake.
The anticipation.
And as they waited, the whole house filled with the most amazing aroma
Oh, yeah.
of warm and spicy cookies.
Mm.
It made everyone so hungry.
I bet.
And they couldn't wait to try them.
Me neither.
Finally, the timer went off.
Okay.
And the cookies were ready.
Yay.
Mia and Ethan, they carefully took them out of the oven. And they placed them on a cooling rack.
Okay.
And as soon as the cookies were cool enough to touch,
Yeah.
Gran, she picked one up. And she took a bite.
The moment of truth.
Her eyes lit up.
Okay.
And she
I
smiled.
loved them.
And she said, "These taste exactly like my original recipe."
Oh, that's awesome.
Mia and Ethan were so happy.
Yeah. They did.
They had solved the Christmas cookie recipe mystery.
And they saved Christmas.
They saved Christmas.
I love this story.
And more importantly, they had worked together as a team
Yeah.
to help their Gran.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
And they had created a new Christmas memory
That's what it's all about.
that they would cherish forever.
Ah.
What a fun story.
Yeah.
And you know, it really shows that baking is about so much more
Then what?
than just following a recipe.
What else is it about? It's about experimenting.
Yeah.
It's about having fun. It's about creating something special
Yeah.
with the people that you love.
I love that.
And, you know, sometimes the best memories come from those unexpected moments,
Yeah.
like a chocolate snowstorm in the kitchen
Or a missing recipe.
or a missing recipe.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite holiday treat? And what makes it so special to you?
That's a great question for our listeners.
I can't wait to hear what they say.
Me too. Me too.